All right, so we just checked out from the hotel. Today is our last day in Japan. And before we leave, we have one final lunch to go to. So let's go. All those people are lined up just to take a photo of the dog statue, which I think is sweet for the dog, but not for me.
I think the dog would have liked that.
I think the dog would have liked that too, you're right. So we're actually not at the sushi place. So I decided that I wanted something hot and flavorful and punchy. So we got soup instead. So we got, I think this is minestrone soup. This is tomato bisque. We got a roll. We got a hot baby. What you got, baby?
This is Japanese ginger soup with chicken, I think, and this is also the lobster tomato bisque. Every single day that we've come to this mall to get sushi, we've passed this soup place, and the smell has just been like intoxicating every single time. So we actually came here today, and so far it's been really good.
Nice. So this minestrone is kind of like a tomato soup. It's like kind of like almost a salsa almost. It's pretty decent. And then this tomato bisque is really flavorful. It's a little on the looser side compared to other bisques I've had in the States where I think they use more cream. And then here, I don't think they use cream as frequently in their soup, so it's a bit thinner. It's still tasty. And then it's hard to beat a nice, warm, soft roll. I think this place definitely hit the soup craving spot, but I'm not sure we'd come again. Oh well. All right, we just finished lunch. We're on our way back to our hotel to pick up our luggage. Taking in all the scenes, taking in all the sights.
Goodbye, nature.
Goodbye, nature.
Goodbye, clean streets.
Goodbye, clean streets.
Goodbye, politeness.
Goodbye, politeness. This hill we're climbing to get back to our hotel don't get no easier, though. Just made it through security, and now we have about 2.5 hours that we're gonna go kill at the lounge. Once again, we've been denied access to the lounge because we are poor people who do not have the fancy lounge access, and we only get regular pleb lounge access. So we're going to the real one now. 0 stars because they only accept us from 1 to 4 a.m. and it's not 1 to 4 a.m. So given the fact that we saw another large family ahead of us figuring out that they're in the wrong place for the lounge as well, I'm not very optimistic that we'll be able to get in. I hope this doesn't fall. On my homies love 7-Eleven. So I think that line that's forming up there is the line to get in the lounge. And I'm manifesting an open spot for us. Ooh, look at us, we've got private tape access. This is our section. What can we say? We got it like that.
That's how it feels most of the time now.
actually some decent food options here. We've got some spicy kadra onigiri, some instant miso soup. I got a baked curry pan with some yakisoba and some plant-based fried meatballs. They have a drink machine, and I got some green tea, and they just brought out a tray of fresh karage with some vegetables and pepper sauce. And then Jen already got herself a plate of edamame and some biscuits. Earlier, I had some macarons, and they also have liquor and wine available on tap with a coffee machine as well. So overall, pretty decent lounge. It's pretty packed in here, and it's probably even louder than the terminal, but I cannot beat and argue with free food. So right here, we got some macarons that were actually pretty good. I believe I got a mango one or a yuzu one, coffee on the top left, and then pistachio on the top right. So something I noticed is that people are really enjoying the automatic beer dispenser machine they have over there. And there's a pretty large collection of Smirnoff and Hibiki whiskey bottles, and I'm assuming other empty bottles that they just have like readily available. So I'm pretty sure people very readily help themselves to the liquor. And I think Jen poured herself a glass of really strong, clear liquor instead of what she thought was wine, which is kind of funny.
I would just like to go on the record and say that I cannot read Japanese. So I was picking up bottles. Most of them were empty. I was like, okay, what do I do with all these empty bottles? So I grabbed the first one that wasn't empty. That looked like white wine. Maybe I should have gotten the red.
Yeah, I feel like in a different time, this would have been a really great time to get freaking shwasted. Like there, you could easily get shwasted in this place. There's food flowing, there's liquor free flowing, there's beer free flowing. They even got fried chicken.
So I used to think that it was a good idea to get shwasted in the airport just to make it more tolerable, but airplanes are kind of already a nasty sensory experience for me, so that's not exactly my reasoning anymore.
All right, after a little bit, the lounge cleared out, and it was actually a lot more pleasant with the dark vibes, and it kind of was nice and sleepy, but now we've got to walk like across the entire terminal to get to our flight. 12 more hours to go till Minneapolis. Oh goodness. Oh, is this us? Oh. Huh? Oh yeah, this is. Sweet home for however many hours. Barely made our last flight. If it wasn't for global entry, we would have definitely not made this one at all because our original flight here was late. It's 3:30 p.m. local time, but our bodies think it's 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and we've got 3 more hours to go before we land, and then we got another 3-hour drive back home.
Yeah, we better hope it's 3 and not 4.
Yeah.
You never know with Dallas.
We'll see you soon. Jen and I finally landed back in the land of cheeseburgers. The landing was probably one of the roughest ones I've ever been on. Like when we hit the tarmac, it was literally like a whoa, and everyone on the flight was like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" From just like the jolt of it. Yeah, it was kind of rough. But we're gonna go to bag lane, not this way. We're gonna try and find the baggage claim, fill up the car, get a cheeseburger, and then see our cats.
We're coming for you, cats.
Oh, we're coming. And here we have the natural baby in her wild habitat, getting comfortable after a long 15 hours of flight time and 20 hours of being stuck in an airport-related vehicle or property. We're going home. All right. And we finally made it back. I think 24 hours later. It's like it's 11 a.m. Japan time. It's 8 p.m. local time. So we've been awake for about 25 hours. Too many. We've got a 4-hour drive home. 3-hour drive home. And that's it. If you watched this far, thank you for watching. Comment down below where we should go next.
Comment what was your favorite part, because I have my favorite parts. I want to hear about y'all's favorite parts.
Oh yes. All right. See y'all next time.
Bye. That guy laughs like Kevin Mai.
He does laugh like Kevin Mai. Oh. Okay, Mai, if you're watching this, shout out. You are just gonna hear me going pew 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 in the background and be like, what is this guy doing? This hill we're climbing to get back to our hotel don't get no easier though.
I was just gonna say it's not as bad as the first time, but I mean, hey.
I guess.
Flight attendants are excited to take care of you. We extend a special welcome to our Sky Miles and Medallion members. We appreciate you continuing to trust us with your travel. Before we depart, please direct your attention to the video screens for a brief presentation of the safety features of our Airbus 320 aircraft. If you're
Alright, so because we're Americans, the first meal we got when we got back home, Shake Shack. Just, even for like burgers back home, I feel like Shake Shack's burgers are so like burgery, you know? It's like the quintessential burger.
How would you describe it to someone who's not an American, baby?
It's beefy.
Okay.
I like the bun they use. Crinkle cut fries,
Yeah.
awesome. Shake
Textures
sass,
are good.
textures are good.
I will say, and it's also like a decent size. Like you can eat it and not feel like completely stuffed to the brim and like you're about to pop. Like it's good for someone like me who like prefers a fresher diet.
Oh yeah, Shake Shack
Still
sauce.
wants a burger.
Yeah.
But,
Shake sauce is gross though.
oh yeah.
I stand by that.
We don't mess with shake sauce.
One thing that we both missed was having paper towels in restrooms, because like, especially in train stations, there were no paper towels, there were no like hand dryers, and so what I saw a lot of people do was just be like,
The shake wipe.
yeah, the shake wipe. So I mean, like, and half the time there was no soap either. I don't know if you noticed that in your restrooms, but like,
I did notice that too.
yeah, like there was.
It's just water.
It's just water.
For a country that's big on cleanliness, that's
Yeah.
not the cleanliest thing I've
Yeah,
ever
so
seen.
I was like, okay, that's interesting. It's instantly quieter since we got back, like less chaotic energy, less people on the road, less people in general.
Well, it's also like 8:30 in the PM.
That's true, yeah.
I miss the fact that I could refill my water bottle at any given restaurant because like they were like,
yeah.
please do not fill water bottle. Like they would give you like a cup that's like not even this big.
Oh yeah, that's a big cup.
I have a big gripe about restaurants that give you like a tiny cup when you ask for water. No, I want the big one that's this big with ice in it. I'm not trying to get dehydrated. Like please give me the big water. I need it.
One thing America does right is big, tall glasses of ice cold water for free,
Yep.
on tap,
Yeah, and
instantly refilled.
yeah. So one thing in restaurants that I noticed was different was in Japan, if you ordered like a tea, they would give you a tea, but they wouldn't give you any water. So you'd have to order water on top of your tea, and sometimes it would come at an extra cost. Whereas in America, like they'll just give you water no matter what drink you order in addition to that. And I really love that. Like my hydration girly era is just living for that. And I was kind of struggling with dehydration while we were over there.
Also, I definitely ordered the wrong burger for baby.
He got one with cheese on it. I don't do
Yeah.
cheese.
Apparently it comes with cheese by default. She don't do cheese, so now I got 2 burgers.
If that's controversial, tell me why.
You're allowed to have your opinion.
I have met one other person who doesn't like cheese to the same extent that I do. Dodie, if you're watching this, shout out.
We love Dodie.
We love Dodie. Yeah, everybody else thinks I'm crazy, but I think that my digestive system operates better, my skin looks better, and I just don't like the texture of it.
More for me. Also, Dodie, I don't know how you travel so often, man. We're tired.
Yeah. More for baby. I saw the cheese and the pickles on these, and I was like, that's not for me. But it's okay, because you're going to eat both.
Oh, yeah, it'll be great. All right, we just finished our first welcome dinner back at the shack.
Oh, it was so good.
And we met a guy named Joshua working here. Joshua, if you're watching this, shout out to you. Sorry we're kind of dead from being on like planes for like the past 24 hours, but hopefully you enjoyed all the videos up until then.
Also, Joshua's manager, if you're watching this, Joshua's customer service is excellent.
He deserves
Highly
more
recommend.
money. Give him a raise. Give him a promotion. Give it to him. Hit it. Oh, hi, Mina. Oh, hi, baby.
What are you doing? Come here. Aww.
Yes, sniff me, my girl.
Did you miss mom and dad?
Oh.
But that's okay because oh, my baby. Oh, yes. She's like, where have you been? Oh, bud.
Oh,
Oh, my boy.
he is boy.
Oh.
And you are girl. Oh, hi.